This is Druid4574 and welcome back to another Elite Degenerates Trading video. Today we will outfit this Cobra Mark III for a long-range exploration, at least as do the best we can. So for exploration, we'll want to have this thing as light as possible so that our jump range is maximized. But first, let's have a look at the optional internals. Excuse me. So I definitely do not need these passenger cabins, so I'm going to just sell them. You can definitely fly long distance without a shield generator. I've totally done it, and it's dangerous, but because this ship has so few optional internal modules, I think we'll be forced to remove it. So instead of selling this, I'm going to use it again later for later videos. I'm just going to store the shield generator. So for sure what we need is a planetary vehicle hangar, which is not critical to long-range exploration, but it'll allow you to stop and take breaks and check out some cool views, and more importantly, get materials so that you can synthesize stuff if you need to. So yeah, we'll get a planetary vehicle hangar on this thing. I'll choose the lightest one I can get, with just one SRV on board. Of course, we'll have to be careful not to destroy it, because that would then leave us without a planetary vehicle hangar out in the middle of nowhere. So let's see, we'll probably take this 2G, because it's lightweight. And remember to put an SRV in there. I've totally forgot to do this piece, which is really embarrassing. You're like, ooh, I want to launch my SRV, and I don't actually have one. Oh my. Okay, so that's the first major important piece of an exploration ship. The second is definitely one of these, the automatic field maintenance unit. And we don't necessarily need a very big one. It doesn't look like they have any mass, so I don't have to worry about that. But I think if we have a class 1A, that should do just fine. It takes a lot of energy to run, but we can leave it off most of the time, except when we're actually actively repairing the ship. So take one of these. And then the third piece, I've had a couple of different things in here for my ships. We already have a fuel scoop. There's no point in having extra fuel tanks or most of the rest of this stuff. However, if we want to be really safe out there, especially without shields, and I think this is going to be more important than the actual shields themselves, I would say that we should have repair limpets on board. However, we can't actually do that in this ship. And the reason for that is we have insufficient optional modules to have cargo racks, so it's either a choice between cargo racks and repair limpets, and well, in that case I'd just rather have a shield generator. So. But we're going to pick a much lighter one. We'll go with the lightest one we can manage. So this 3D is probably our best bet. I'd like a Class A shield, but I don't think it's just not going to work. Yeah, unfortunately the 2A is just not powerful enough. Okay, so let's take the 3D shield generator. Okay, so those optionals are looking pretty good. We got a shield that'll give us a little bit of wiggle room. Auto field maintenance unit, we got a vehicle hangar and a vehicle in it, a detailed surface scanner and a discovery scanner as well. That's going to be really important. This is going to make most of your money out there. Doing exploration is all that data. So let's see. I think we might actually remove, definitely don't need this chaff launcher, so I'll sell that. And the heatsink launcher is nice, but honestly, it's not going to do that much good on a long-range mission. Like, I might use it just to avoid heat buildup if I was dumb and got too close to a star, but there's really no point in having this. It's just added weight. Trying to increase my jump range as much as possible is going to be the goal here. So again, weapons, no weapons, and let's have a look at those internals. So, we're looking at Class D everything except the frameshift drive, of course. I'll see if I can't tune down this power plant. I think I want to keep the distributor just so that we can be assured that we'll be able to boost the ship. That'll be important for escaping high gravity planets and such, especially if we make an error. It'll just be an extra little bit of leeway. So let's see, if I use this Class 3D power plant, I might be able to get away with it. I'll try it. But we'll have to make sure that everything runs smoothly. Still good on all this stuff. Light red alloys, the thrusters are good. Yeah, I think this is going to be our ship. But before we commit to that, I should probably refuel them. Let's have a look at power distribution. So currently we are over power here. So let's see, maybe I can turn off the field maintenance unit.
Shields online.
Okay, yeah, that gives us plenty of power. So yeah, if we run with the maintenance unit switched off, and I'll move it to group 2, then we'll be okay. And I'll use this vehicle hangar also to group 2. So I can kind of keep track of power. So yeah, we're using about 95% of the total energy created here. And this is a good ship, but our main problem, because we don't have the repair limits on board, is we'll just have to avoid damage like the plague, especially hull damage. We can repair the internal modules if they get damaged using the field maintenance unit, but if the hull gets damaged, there's nothing we can do until we get back to human space. So yeah, there you have it. A exploration build for a Cobra Mark III, a possible one. So just for fun, let's do a few jumps in it and see how it works, and then I'll intentionally kind of crash us into a sun to demonstrate one of the troubles here. Okay, so why don't we just go here. Somewhere 3 jumps away, let's say. I haven't been here before, so let's check it out. just so we can not use the extra power, I'll turn off the vehicle hangar too. We don't need that unless we're actually on the planet anyway. Boosting still works. He gets a little sluggish, but that's okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
Do my usual number here of scanning the system and the star I jumped to. That's helpful for me remembering where I was, because it'll display that I've discovered the star. And then if I ever come back here, I won't have to do this process. Do a gravity slingshot there, just to scoop some fuel. Be on our way.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh, I already like this ship. That was a nice quick jump sequence. Not my first choice of long-range exploration, just because we can't get the jump range up as high as, say, the Asp Explorer, but for a relatively inexpensive ship, this is a good first choice. On the last star here, I'm going to intentionally take us too close and take damage so I can demonstrate how I would perform repairs while in the field.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is get away from the star. So I'll put it behind me. So, here we go. Follow my own wake. cooldown. Now, I did take enough damage that we'll do some repairs here. Notice my hold strength is down to 98%. So, do the math on that. You won't be able to make too many accidents before you'll start risking your ship pretty hardcore.
Frameshift drive charging.
Another thing to take note of doing long-term exploration is
3,
the ship's
2,
integrity,
1. Engage. Warning.
which will
Critical.
go
Fuel
down
sampling.
over time based on the amount of time you spend in Super Cruise. And if you're away for literally weeks at a time,
Disengaged.
that can take quite a hit quickly. And the effect of having low ship integrity means that you take more hull damage, a higher percentage of hull damage for the same, like, damaging event. So, if you're coming back from an exploration mission and you're, or an exploration excursion and your ship's integrity was low, you could potentially have some serious problems. Okay, so when I want to do repairs, I want to be in normal space, and I'll stop the ship. I'll just come to a halt. And let's see, we'll need to turn some stuff off, or I'm not going to be able to go anywhere, so, I'm not going to be able to charge up to that field maintenance unit. Well, maybe I can. Let's see.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Okay, I'll take the shield offline.
Shields offline.
Well, we won't be going anywhere fast, but we can fix the ship. Okay, so... yeah, so let's do that. So we'll tell it to repair.
Module repaired. Module repaired. Module repaired.
Life support's a little dangerous because we have to use some emergency oxygen while the
Repaired.
life support is offline.
Module repaired.
I'll turn that right back on now so that I don't waste that emergency oxygen.
Module repaired. Module repaired.
Oh, whoops, we can't repair the power plant because that would be not so good.
Module repaired. Thrusters online. Power plant capacity exceeded.
Okay, now that we're all repaired, I'll take this big power hog offline.
Shields online.
That shield operational again. Okay, so yeah, this has been Druid 4574 with a brief test of our exploration build Cobra Mark III. And thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me for the next video.